Hello, demigods, monsters, and gods alike. This is the Olympus Report. We potentially have some very big news to talk about, demigods. Up first, the Percy casting crew is back on location and will be filming at Holland Park on Tuesday, September 6th from approximately 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Actor Charlie Bushnell, who's playing Luke Castellan, posted a picture of himself proudly holding the Lightning Thief book. I just love how much pride these actors are taking in the project. I really feel like they're trying to honor the original source material. And Rick has stated he plans to be there every step of the way, from pre-production to final release. And with that being said, Rick has stated that the show is being written with sequels in mind. And according to sources, it's very likely that Percy will at least get a season 2. So hopefully the Sea of Monsters will get a redemption. And in some other adaptation news, the Kane Chronicles are still in the script writing phase and are being rewritten a bunch of times. Rick has stated that it's unlikely that we'll get a crossover between the Kane Chronicles and Percy Jackson, as Percy's owned by Disney and Kane Chronicles is owned by Netflix, and the two are rival companies. But he did say never, so keep your fingers crossed, demigods. And in some other non-official adaptation news, the Lightning Thief musical team has been working on a 1-hour TYA version based on the Broadway production to make going on a quest as accessible and as affordable as possible for younger audiences. I've got a review on the Lightning Thief musical coming very shortly, so be on the lookout for that. And if you haven't seen the musical, I highly recommend it. It's a blast. So be sure to follow them on Twitter for when it's ready and posted. Now back to some official Percy news. Actor Andrew Alvarez, suspected to be Chris Rodriguez, took to the internet to answer some Percy Jackson questions. His role hasn't officially been announced yet, but with how much he's photographed with the cast, it's almost guaranteed at this point. As I said, he is suspected to play Chris Rodriguez, but that is unconfirmed and we don't know who he's actually playing yet, officially. But demigods, we may know very soon, as Rick Riordan has announced that he and the Percy Jackson adaptation will be a part of the D23 Expo on September 10th. The Disney Expo is usually where Disney reveals information on their upcoming projects across all their channels and platforms. In the past, we've gotten trailers, previews, interviews, Q&As, and Rick has stated that he plans to bring some very special guests with him, and possibly some godly guests. That's all the official news we've gotten so far, so everything from this point forward is my prediction and is not fact. Up first, I think we're definitely getting some more casting announcements, and possibly some casting announcements on who's playing the gods. I have a strong feeling we're gonna at least get the big ones like Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, and possibly Athena. And maybe some other casting announcements like the Stoll siblings or other campers. There's a strong possibility that we may see Logan, but there's also a strong possibility that we won't. And if we don't hear anything about him, I have a feeling we won't for a very long time, maybe until this show comes out. If he's not playing Poseidon, don't lose all hope. I still have a strong feeling that he may be playing a small cameo in the show. I've read around a lot on the internet that people think we may be getting a trailer, but I don't think that's the case as we're not far ahead enough in production to have a trailer put together yet. If anything, it may be a trailer of animated titles, or they might put together a little trailer of interviews with the cast and maybe some behind-the-scenes featurettes. They did something very similar when Obi-Wan Kenobi was in production, but that trailer was only shown to the in-person event and not to the streaming event. So don't keep your hopes too high, demigods. But with that being said, most of the presentation will be available to everyone all over the world through a live stream. And I will be retweeting the link on my Twitter, so make sure to follow me over there. And I will be posting my live reaction to the presentation over here on YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. But until we get that news, that's all I have for you this week, demigods. And always remember, until next time, stay safe.